Hello there everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Mania Legends. So for today we are mostly just going to be chilling and just doing some of these clan quests, because obviously we are going to have a lot of clan stuff to do in future, so we might as well just keep getting into the groove of things. And plus we do have new clan quests that are going to keep popping up now, because you can see the top one here is Conquer 2 Mines on the campaign map. So that is a brand new clan quest that we have right there from the new update. So if we go over to one of these, I don't really think it matters which one. This fight looks super duper easy for us, but you know, should be fine anyway. But as we're taking this on, I do want to also discuss a couple of things that have been talked about on the Gameloft forums and some bugs that have been happening with the introduction of the new update. I mean, we get bugs every update, there's nothing special, but the main bug that we've been getting, or that happened yesterday, was that there were 2 dragons from the new update that were accidentally released for people to breed. So those were the Aloha and the Vulture dragons. I actually really like the Vulture, so I was hoping that he was just going to become a breedable dragon. But unfortunately enough, it was just a bug. So those 2 dragons were breedable for actually a few hours. I did try and breed one of them myself. Didn't work out, unfortunately. But yeah, those 2 dragons I would have loved to be able to add to the collection, but alas, they were not meant to be released yet, so Gameloft did quickly make them unavailable, which meant that anyone that went to breed them, you pretty much had like 1 try, and anyone that got it first try pretty much have new dragons now. And a lot of people are very angry, saying, why do they get to breed it if I can't get it, sort of thing. But the main thing is that because they did manage to breed it, it'd be unfair to take those dragons away from them. Because, I mean, they did breed them. It's not like they did anything wrong, so they don't really deserve to be punished just for playing the game. Obviously, for someone like me that is a collector, it is very disheartening seeing 2 dragons that we just cannot get yet. But I am sure that they are going to be released soon enough, because Gameloft did say that, look, we're sorry that we accidentally released those 2 dragons or made them available for a short span of time, but they will be coming soon. So how soon that is, or whether that's going to be in an event or something else, we don't know. But all I do know is that they are apparently going to become available eventually. So what else can you ask for, really? But, you know, to anyone that did manage to breed one, or, you know, I guess if you sped it up, both of them, potentially, you know, kudos to you. You have some very, very sought after dragons. Like, literally, people are going to be very annoyed if they look at your island and see them there. But on top of that, there were also a couple of other bugs. Apparently there is a clan bug going around. One where clans are becoming impossible to actually search for. Another bug where the clan names are getting shortened. Like, instead of them being the full clan name, just being very, very short. So I'm not really sure what happened there either, but obviously because it was mainly clan related, there are going to be a lot of clan bugs and a lot of things that shouldn't really be happening but are. So if you do find anything going wrong, make sure you report it to Gameloft and just say, hey look, this isn't working like it should be, and they will definitely appreciate it. But apart from that, there isn't really a whole lot else, but apparently Gameloft really liked the idea of the Atlantis island, for anyone that remembers that from a very long time ago. So kind of like underwatery themed, I suppose, or something like that. But they've been talking about it a little bit on the forums. I think it was today or yesterday. But apparently they wanted someone to draw this island, because so far people have just been saying, we'd love an island that is an Atlantis themed one. But nobody's actually sent in any pictures of it or how they'd want it to look. So, you know, if you're someone that has some artistic talent and you want to see a new island, kind of with a watery theme or something like that, then, you know, send your ideas over to the forum. Like, just head on over there and just do it. No reason not to be honest. I mean, if anything, it's just going to be like a new island. You can say, I made that one. How cool would that be? Alright, so scoring perfect hits in battle, we could always do that. I do kind of want to do some more enchantment fights, because, you know, when was the last time that we really focused on enchantment as well? Like, we are still collecting materials for 2 of the dragons that we need, which is going to take us absolutely blooming forever at this rate. And, actually, a final thing that was mentioned that was from a screenshot that I was sent, actually, but apparently someone was asking about Dragon Fury, which is, you know, I've always wanted Dragon Fury to at least come back once, because it was made unavailable, but Gameloft, or I should say that the community manager, did comment on it, and they did say that they have no plans to release Dragon Fury in the same way that it was released initially. Which, you know, is what I mostly assumed, but I was hoping not. I mean, I am someone that has wanted Dragon Fury for like 2 years now, because as soon as it went, that was when I started putting on like £1 every few months on the game, and then I realised how overpowered Dragon Fury is and just how good it would be, and that's another thing. I really want to collect all the special stuff like that in this game as well, just because I've been playing for so long, and not being able to get Dragon Fury just kind of peed me off a little bit as well. So, there's 2 dragons I can't get. I know I'm never going to get Dragon Fury either. You know, it's just been a little bit disappointing of a day. No, I don't really care that much, but as long as we can get everything at one point in the future, I normally don't care, which is the only reason why the Dragon Fury news is kind of disappointing, but at the same time, Dragon Fury is insanely good, so I understand why they probably don't want a lot of people having it. Alas, what can you do? You know, we'll sit around, we'll wait for the new update stuff, and hopefully, when the new update event comes out, we will get our hands on some nifty little dragon pieces. I don't know if we'll be able to get up to League 5, honestly, because that is probably going to be with, like, very, very competitive clans, and that scares me. Because they did say that based off of your clan's power, whatever that means, or how strong it is, they've auto-placed us into League 3. But when the event comes out, we will probably have the opportunity to go up to League 4, and then probably after that, League 5. I don't know, we might be able to make it into League 4, but I am not sure on League 5 at all. At the same time, a lot of the members in my Windows clan are very, very not active. And at the moment, apparently the Android clan that we set up cannot be searched for by anyone. So, you know, that's kind of disappointing, which means that hopefully when the event comes out, they will have fixed it. Again, fingers crossed. I don't just want someone to have made a clan and it just be completely unusable. That would be very disappointing. But, you know, while you do have the opportunity, try and find yourself a clan if you're not already in one, because you will get a lot more benefits out of just being in a clan than not being in one. And if you play DML pretty much daily, and at least do a few clan quests every day, most clans aren't just going to kick you out. Unless it is one of the ones that's like, you must score 5,000 points in a day. You know, unless it's one of those clans, you know, I think you're going to be fine. And even if you just join, like, a really small clan, say it has 5 members and it's got a bunch of level 30 players or something, that is still better than not having one. So I do implore you to go and search for a clan. There are plenty advertised all over Facebook and on Google Plus and on whatever the iOS equivalent of those is. And just in general, you could just find a lot of clans or make your own and invite a lot of people, invite all of your Facebook friends. You know, that's the whole point of playing Facebook games and like social games, is just to connect with people, help each other out in game. Like, what is the downside to that? You make more friends and you get more in-game benefits. Sounds pretty good. The only problem is when say you're really young and you have a you only have a Facebook account with one friend and you're banned from adding anyone else. That is when there are some problems, because obviously if you play on Windows, then you're probably never gonna have a friend on DML ever. Which is why a lot of people do suggest, when you are looking to connect a Facebook account to DML, they do heavily suggest that you create just a separate Facebook account completely, totally dedicated to DML and nothing else. So then you don't have to waste or ruin your main Facebook account by adding a bunch of randos, and at the same time, then nobody can stalk you. Like, call it a different name, call it something else, just add people, let them know that that's a DML account, and you'll have hundreds of friends in no time. I know it didn't take me very long to get a full friends list, but I mean, I do videos on this game as well, but I think it is mostly just down to the fact that as soon as you're in one of those Facebook groups, oh my goodness, people just add you like crazy. Like, it's pretty insane. I have not accepted a Facebook friend request now in probably over a year, and I have like hundreds of unaccepted friend requests because there are just so many people. I don't want to add 1,000 million bajillion people to my friends list. They can't handle that. Can't be having that. Not at all. But we don't have an awful lot left to do apart from those perfect hits. All of the interface has changed very slightly. I was hoping that we'd get one of the other quests, like collecting dungeon tokens, whatever it is, because, you know, defeating 2 gold vaults a day, or just defeating 2 gold vaults, you know, that's not too difficult. But doing a single dungeon fight is like near impossible for some people, depending on their team. So I imagine that's probably going to be one of the longest and probably hardest quests that is going to be coming out when we do those every day. But I do want to sort of just check it out for myself in game rather than just hearing about it, because hearing about update changes and actually playing them are 2 very, very different things. I've learnt that both from experience and just in general. It's kind of just obvious that it's probably going to be different from what your initial reaction is going to be. But anyway, for now I am mostly going to pack up for tonight. 9 more pieces and we will have that delicious Enchantress Dragon in our collection. So I cannot wait for that. And remember, 3 days away until we can start playing this brand new clan event. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be around in the morning for it, but as soon as I get back in the evening, I am going to be playing the absolute butt out of it. So, for now, I will keep doing stuff every day, crying about this failure of breeding, that I got this thing instead. But alas, what can I do? Until next time, good luck, and I will see you then.